Good morning, students. Today our topic is HTML table, and in this lecture we are going to discuss about how to create HTML table. And in our previous lecture we already discussed about HTML list. So HTML table, HTML list, these are very important topic. So let's start first. How to create HTML tables? Creating tables in HTMLs. So a table is defined using the table element. To create a table, there is a tag named table. So it should be used to create a table, and there are some other tags which are used with table tag, and these are tr and td. Tr for table rows and td for table data. Tr and td. So with table tag we always use tr and td to create a table. Always remember that tr for table row and td for table data. To define a row we use tr tag, and to define a table data we use a td tag. And always remember that one thing is very important: the markup HTML code for a table is always based on rows, never columns. So it's always based on rows. So that's why we use tr tag to define a row. So the markup HTML code for a table is always based on rows and never columns. That is next important point. So here that's why we use tr tag, which defines table rows. Tr tag for table rows. So first of all, just write table tag to define a table, then tr tag to define a table row, and td tag to define the data within that row. Next important point is table cells such which act as a column header or row header should use the ts table header element. If we want to put table header, then there is a tag named ts tag. So ts refers for table header. And next important point is table cell can be merged using colspan and rowspan attribute. If you want to merge table cells or make one cell using two or using three cells, then it is also possible using colspan and rowspan attribute. Actually, colspan attribute basically merge different columns, merge using column wise, and rowspan using row wise. There are two options, either to merge using row wise or column wise. So there are two attributes for that, rowspan and colspan, and it is very important question. This will be discussed in our next video. And so many number of times we will ask in examination that what is the difference between colspan and rowspan, and the practical implementation is also asked so many number of times regarding to colspan and rowspan attributes. So two attributes, colspan and rowspan, is basically used to merge two cells. Now tables can be broken into different sections, and these sections are table head, table body, and table footer. And for this purpose three different tags are used. For table header, t head tag is used. For table body, t body tag is used. And for table footer, t foot tag is used. And there is another tag used with table caption. You want to put a heading of table, then we heading or title, then we use caption tag with table. It is always used with a table. So if you want to put a table title, then caption tag is used. So these are the different tags and attributes used with table tag. And So caption tag is used to add title into a table. These are the different tags used with table tag to define a table, but three tags are very important: table tag, tr tag and tg tag. So there is the smallest example to show how to create a table in HTML. As you can see that name of the tag is table tag. So first of all, if you want to define a table in HTML, just write table. So just use table tag and then tr tag. Tr tag means, as there is a point that as there is a point already mentioned in this lecture, that there is a row wise implementation in table. So for this purpose, tr tag is used. So first of all, table tag and then tr tag, and then after td tag if required. Td tag means data within that table. Now you can easily see that table tag is here, then table tag is closed here. So everything which you want to, if you want to create a table, so everything is right within table tag. Then tr tag, you can see there, this is a tr tag, table row. So different row can be defined. This is a close tag of tr, and you can easily see that this is another tr, second row for table, and then tr tag is closed again. Now there may be more than one tr tag. Within tr tag, you can see here this is a th means table heading. So this is the heading of columns. So if you want to put the headings, then just write within ts tag here. So in first row we always put heading. So there is, the headings are number, name and age. These are the heading, and we put data according to that heading. So in second tr tag we use td in place of th, because we already declared table heading. And you can see that td, then close the td again, then td, then close the td again. And three different types of table data are here: 1, Aman and 16, which belongs to number, name and age. You can see here, easily see here. And if you want to put more than one rows, then another tr tag, you can use another tr tag. Let us see. Now I think concept is quite clear to all of you. First of all, use table tag, after that tr tag, and within tr tag you must use th or td tag. There is another tr tag here, so another row, and in this row there is data again. To put data we use td tag, td, and the data is 2, Sahil and 34. So this is the data. And if you don't put any data, then it shows blank in table. So there is a no compulsion that you always put a data. You can see here td, three different types of data here: 2, Sahil and 34. So this is a program in which there is a table, and table heading is number, name and age. And regarding to that, there are two rows, record detail of two students in terms of number, name and age. So let us try to execute this program. First of all, just go to new and then text document, open text document, notepad here, give a file name here. I give it file name as a Praveen. So just write program here, and we always know that HTML program start with HTML tag. So open tag is here, then close HTML, and within HTML tag you can write program. And then second, our main tag is body tag. So this is the body of the program. Then close body tag here, and within the body tag we define a table. So rest part will be already discussed in this lecture. So just I make a copy paste operation here, because this table functionality of this table we already understand. Then just making paste operation here. Now this is a complete program. Here you can easily see that this is a complete program. Now start with HTML and ends with HTML, and within body tag you make a table here, and there are some extra space here, so just try to remove it. You can see here no need to give space, however it doesn't make any error in the program. So just make a size smaller for clear visibility. It is, you can see here, that is the complete code of HTML. Now if you want to execute this program, first of all just save the file, text file, then perform save as operation, go to all files, and then name, taking same name Praveen, but the extension take different extension, and extension.html, and just save it. Save it, and location is on desktop. So we can see that see here that okay, that is the same program, and HTML text code and program code are visible on screen here. Now try to execute this program, and by default browser is Mozilla Firefox, so there is a symbol of Mozilla Firefox here. In your system it may be Google Chrome or Internet Explorer. So just try to execute this program. Let us see what happens. This is our output here. You can easily see that table data, table heading is there, but there is no border at all. Of course there is a table, but table without border is incomplete, I think. Or we can say that table of border size 0 is there. So what we have to do here, there is an attribute named border, and if you define border attribute, then there should be a border in your table, and its value start from 0, and by default it is 0 as you see here. And if you put a value 1, 2 or 3, any number, then it will give you a border which is visible in your table. So let's take here border is equal to 3. I think it is more than sufficient. So just write border is equal to 3 as an attribute name within table, and now just save the program, and just refresh the web page. The save are already reflected here. You can see that now there is a border, you can see easily that, and there is a table with proper column name and data values. Two data values are here. Now adding caption to a table, one thing is also missing. If we want to put a table title, then for this purpose there is a tag name caption. So this tag name is used. So just it is used just after that of the table tag. You can see here in this program. The caption element must be placed directly after the opening table tag, of course. So you can see here just after the table tag. So let us implement it. Let us copy operation. You can see here that caption user info. So the table title is now user info. To implement this, just write it in a program. We start off after that table tag. So this is table border 3. Okay, border is an attribute. So and then after caption tag is here user info. So now the table title is user info. Save the program. Go to your HTML web page. Just refresh the web page. Now heading is proper there. You can see easily here. The titles appear as user info. Title is user info. So this is a program. Now defining next, our next topic is defining a table header, body and footer. So table can be divided into three basic parts: header, footer and body, or header, body and footer. In sequence we can write it as header, body and footer. For this purpose three different tags are used: t head, t body and t foot. If you want to put a table header and table body and table footer, then a table, for this purpose t head, t body and t foot should be used. So this is a small program here. So t head is just use before tr tag to put it as a table heading, and t body for table body and t footer for table footer. You can easily see that this is a small program here to implement the table head, table footer and table body concept. So remember that t head is always right after table tag. You can see here. So if you want to just implement this concept, you can implement this concept in your program, which is open now. The file is Praveen, and you can make it and the program to implement table head, table footer or table body. So whatever you write within t head tag, it is a table header. Now you can see here easily that tr tag is there, ts table header, ts term is there, and if you want to put table head portion, then t head is used for that purpose. T head is a container tag, and within this we write tr for table row, and for column heading we use ts tag here, and column heading is item and expenditure, and table header is defined using t head tag here. Next is table body. So in table body part we define all tr tags here, which is the part of the table. You can see here that there is a tr, different two tr tags are there, and using these tr tag, table data is already mentioned, that is stationery and 2000, and second table row furniture and 10,000 is there. This is table body. Actually table header, table body and table footer, basically these are the three tags which are used to define different sections of a table. If you want to divide tables into three different sections: header, footer and body, then we can use t head, t body and t footer, t foot. So this is a table body which contain two rows, and data regarding to these rows is already defined here. Stationery 2000, furniture 10,000 is there. You can see here that in comparison to previous example, there is only a little difference here, and the difference in terms of sections: table head, table body, and table foot. Table footer, for table footer T foot tag is used, so T foot is there. And here T foot is, we actually make a total here, so this is a T foot tag here. I have marked with different colors to show the different sections and part of the sections, to represent the different parts of the sections. So this program actually, this program, let us take its size little bit small. So that's, so I, so all the code appears in only a single page here. Now you can see here. Now again I put different colors to show the different sections here. You can see here. You can see that T head it is in different color to show that it is a different section. T body is in different color to show the it is also a different section, and T foot is marked with different color to show that it is a different section here. And now you can see here, now size is again little bit large here, so just reduce the size and try to read the whole program. At a time, or you can see here. Now you can easily see that. So now it is complete, totally complete. You can see that different sections are represented by different colors here, and all these sections are defined within table tag marked with yellow color, and all the data belongs to that sections are defined with the same color. So you can see that here that T head, T body, and T foot are the three sections of this table. Rest we always use TR and TD tag within the table, so we're already familiar with this concept. But now our focus is to divide a table into three different sections: table header, table footer, and table body. For table header we use T head, for footer we use T foot, and for table body we use T body. Always remember that these are the three different tags here. So this is a complete program now with proper marking. Now I think it is clear to all of you. So let us check its practical implement. Let us implement this practically. This is a previous program, so just remove it, and we take here all the essential tags here: T, HTML, body, border, caption, and just try to implement T head, T body, and T footer here. So now this is our complete program. Now all the points we discussed till now are in this single program, are here in this single program. So first of all, just save the program. This is a single program here. Save the program, and if you want to execute it, just refresh the web page. Now this is, you can see here, three different sections are visible here. T header, we can easily mark with a item and expenditure marked here. This is T body, and this is table footer, T foot, using of T foot action, T foot tag. And border is also there because we use border attribute, and table caption tag is also used here. That's why there is a title of this table. So let us take a revision again. Now this program is over. A table defined is using a table element, and the contain a number of table cells, TD for table data, which are organized into table rows. So for table tag, we used for to create a table, we use table tag here, and within table tag we use tr and td to define table rows and table data. Next, table cells acts as a column header. We use the th table header element, and within the table if you want to put heading, then column name, marked column name, then we use th table header element. And to merge a table, merge a different cell, we use call span and row span, which we'll discuss in our next video. And then there are three different sections of a table. These are table head, T head, T body, and T foot. And to give a title of a table, we use caption tag. To give a title, you use caption tag. And if we want to define a border, so always remember that border of a table is by default is 0, and if you want to define a border, there is an attribute name, border attribute, and just define border is equal to 1, 2, or 3, or 4, or maybe 5. It depends upon you, but by default it is 0. And when border value is 0, then it means that there is no table border at all. No table border appears in the table. So these are the different tags here. I again repeat it. First of all, we use table tag, and after that, if we want to put any title, then we use caption tag here. And within the table tag, if we want to divide table into three different sections, then T head, T body, and T foot tags are used. And inside it, first of all, row should be created using tr tag, and within tr tag, first row should always be defined with some heading of columns, and for this purpose we use ts tag. There is no compulsion to define ts tag always. You can directly put the data, but it makes no sense at all, because if you don't know that this data belongs to uh, what type of columns, then it is only this is meaningless. And then after tr and td again and again, and different tr and td when you mark, then just focus on the concept whether this is a part of table heading or the table body or the table footer. So if this is a part of table heading, then just write t head tag and define inside the table head tag. And if it is a part of table body, then define its t body tag. And if it is a part of table footer, then define its in t foot tag. So these are the some basic tag which we use to define a table. And in our next video, we will discuss about call span and row span attributes, which are very important, uh, very important for examinations. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you like this video too. video. So thanks for watching this video.